Hello guys, on today's video I'm going to be teaching you how to code under an hour now, and also how to use it for your own benefit, like website development and website design and creating a portfolio website, Safari websites, and also you can use it to get hired by companies and of course make money, which is the basis of everything in this video. Now continue watching this video if you want to become a supreme web developer in an hour. Now when we start on this video, I'm going to introduce you to an app which you're going to use to code, because you can't just start coding on nowhere. Yeah, you need an app, and the name of that app is called Visual Studio Code. Now you can install Visual Studio Code on your Microsoft Store or your Play Store or wherever you can install it from. You can install it from there, and once you install it, your Visual Studio Code should look something more like this. Now I already have Visual Studio Code installed, so I don't really need to install it again. Yeah, it should look something like this, but without these parts, without the recent, because I'm very sure you haven't coded or done web development before, so you shouldn't see this on that website, on that app. You should only see this: new file, open folder, open folder, open a walkthrough. Now you're gonna start by opening folder. Now you press here, you open folder. Now I already have a folder, so I'll just go to new folder 2. Now you want to rename it so you can always remember the name, so just right click and press rename right here with backspace. Then maybe you can name it web development. Now you name it web development. Now to make it unique so you won't confuse it with other web developments, so you get to make in the future, you just add a short form of your name, Ayo. I'm adding Ayo, you add short form of your name, then you tap. Okay, my folder only has something called Ayo, so I just have to rename it to another thing special. I'm going to call it web development AYS. Now I'm going to name my own, then I'm going to select the folder, select my folder. Now when you select folder, you should come up something like this. Then they're gonna ask you if you trust the authors of the files in this folder. Now you're just gonna click yes, I trust the authors. Now you're gonna see it right here, open right here. Now you want to make a new file so you can start coding. So you make a new file and you call it index.html. Yeah, index.html. Perfect. That's what most web developers use as their index page. That's going to be your home page. Now on this, there's something called the boilerplate code. Now with that boilerplate code that we're going to use on this app, on this platform, for us to develop our codes. So we'll just write HTML, and you're going to see something HTML. I'm going to something HTML5. Now click HTML5 and you're gonna see this. Now this is a boilerplate code, but we don't really need some of these boilerplate codes because they are already default boilerplate codes, so we don't need to show them here. So like this is perfect. Make sure your website looks like this. Now just want to backspace that. Now you're gonna give your website a title. Now you can call it your name. This personal sites. Personal site. Perfect name, perfect everything. Then anytime you see this white stuff here, you're seeing it, right? then that means you have unsaved work. So anytime you see it, just click Ctrl S and you see when you see it disappear, so we don't lose our progress if we go out of this app. So always make sure you do that, or else you might lose your progress. Now I'm gonna explain this stuff to you. Now you see this doctype HTML. Now the full meaning of this is the document type HTML. So this tells the website that the document type you are making is HTML. Now you see this, the HTML opening tag and the HTML closing tag. It shows the website that everything from your head to from the beginning of your head, end of your head, beginning of your body, end of your body is all HTML boilerplate, all HTML code, each and every single one of them. So anything right here is HTML, and HTML is like the structure of our website, the skeleton of our website. Just like the parts of your body, you have the muscular system, systems like that. So the HTML, just like the structure of a website, where you can write the words. Then I'm going to show you another language and the other part of this video where you can use it for design. Now we start Ayomide's personal site. Now you see a title, Ayomide's personal site. Now I want you to go straight to body. Now when you enter your body, what you're going to write is H1. Look at the H1. I have an autofill, so to show you what it thinks you want to write, so it's more easier for beginners. That's why I say choose VS Code. Now you come here, you type H1. Now in that H1, you're just gonna write a simple stuff. Hello, my name is Ayomide. Hello, my name is Ayomide. Perfect. Now look at this white dot still showing up here. So we're gonna Ctrl save, and look, it's gone. Boom, was saved. Then you go to any search engine you're using. It could be Microsoft Edge, it could be Google, it could be whatever browser you're using, whatever search engine. Then you come to your VS Code and you right click on your index.html. I'm gonna show you some options. Then what I want to press is copy path. Now I didn't use the shortcut so you can see what I'm doing. So you press copy path. When you copy the path, you go to your search engine, then you right click, then you can paste. Look at that, perfect. Now you tap here and look at that. Look at what shows up. Hello, my name is Ayomide. Boom. Now this is just what happens when you do that. So make sure you do it perfectly. Don't leave anything out. Don't make any mistakes, or this might not show. So you go back to your VS Code. Let's cancel this one. Come back here. Now I want you to write a little more about yourself, so the person who visits the website can know who you are. Now I'm just going to write. Now you put your paragraph text. Remember all these things, you can write them down somewhere. You can record it to your brain. Your paragraph text. Now this paragraph text you can write, I am the okay. Try something more common. I am a web developer. And Windows web designer. Now look at that, perfect. I am a web developer, Windows web designer. Then you Control S perfect. You can write this, and now you can go back to your page. Anytime you come back to your page after a new modification, you refresh. You can either press this. I will have used the shortcut, which is Ctrl R, but I want to see what I'm doing, so I'll just come and press this, refresh. Look at that, perfect. Shows up I am a web developer and Windows web designer. Now boom, perfect. Keep noting this down. Now you enter. Now I want to introduce you to something called the HR text. HR. Now the full meaning of HR is horizontal rule. I repeat again, horizontal rule. Now it just makes a line in where your website is. Now Control S, come here and you refresh and look at that line, the horizontal rule. I am web developer and Windows web designer. And you have the horizontal rule. So what I'm building here is just a basic website prototype. So follow me up so that you can learn about this and perfect it. Then after this, I want to go deeper into what we know, and so person reading our website can understand us better. Now I'm gonna put education. I'll put a H1 tag, and instead of H1 tag, you put your education. Now under the education, you save your work. Under the education, you put. Now there's another text I want to introduce you to. They call it UL. The meaning of UL is unordered list. Now there is UL, there is OL. UL unordered list, OL ordered list. Now I want to show you how this works. I'm going to put my UL. Enter. Now inside my UL, I'm going to put another text called the LI. LI meaning is list. Now in this case, my education, let me see schools I've attended. I'm just gonna make up a school. Let's say Whitty Kids School. Just making up a school. Then you Control S, enter. Let's just put two fake schools. Divine Kids School. Now if you're in Africa or other parts of the world which you think that this won't work well, let me break the news to you. It actually works. If you're in Africa or Asia or parts of the world where you don't think that this kind of app or this kind of stuff functions, well, it does functions. So if you're in Africa, don't hesitate a little bit to continue this. You can be entrepreneur and start making millions of dollars overnight once you learn this. Now I'm just gonna save my work here and come to Google and refresh, and look at that, education, Whitty Kids School, Divine Kids School. Now look at this, is an unordered list, so that way they put this and this. Now if I go back to my VS Code and I remove this UL, I need to put an OL tag. Just gonna copy this, Control X, and I put an OL tag here. Now I just paste it. This. Now I will just press Ctrl P, but so you can see what I'm doing, just gonna right click and you can see paste. So the shortcut for paste is Ctrl V. Now you paste. Now look at that. Perfect. Everything we're doing now is perfect. Now with Ctrl S, we save our work. Always remember to save your work. And look, 1, 2. That is your ordered list. So you can choose between unordered and ordered list, whichever one you put.